Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's time for another backlog build and review. So let's get the randomizer up on the screen and see what we're going to be building today. I hope it's a good one. Alright, we're going to be building the Eagle 5 Flying Winnebago from Spaceballs. Stick around, I've been wanting to build this one for a while. I'm Mighty Joe, and you're watching Hello friends, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. Today we will be looking at the Spaceballs Eagle 5 from Nubee.
We're picking up the outline of a Winnebago.
The Nubee-Eagle 5 build is set number LC0039, consists of 665 pieces, and is rated for ages 6 and up. This particular set here was donated to the channel by TJ and Nicole Cantwell, so big thank you to them. One of my favorite movies of the 80s, Spaceballs, and this is Lone Star's Flying Winnebago, the Eagle 5. The box itself is pretty simple. We've got a picture of the ship here, and the cool thing is, the quality of this box, it's a raised picture. You can't tell on camera, but it is a raised picture, like an embossed picture, and that's pretty cool. The top of the box just says Nubee. The bottom of the box has your standard warnings. The back does have printing, but it's really too hard to read. It's too dark. And I have not opened this set, so you guys are going to be the first to see what's inside. So let me go ahead and cut the tape. It is packed fairly tightly in there, so here's a first look at it. And let's get the pieces out and see what comes in it. All right. Now it looks like our book is actually 3 little books that have been printed. Are they books or are they? Oh, they're sheets. Okay. So it's 3 sheets. Awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be some stickers in here, so let's keep looking. Right here. And I am very, very happy to say that these stickers are the appropriate stickers that do say Eagle 5. I had seen some stickers on some sets online, even the Nubee set, if I'm not mistaken, and they said Eagle 1 or Eagle 51 or Eagle 15, something like that. So I am happy to see that the stickers are appropriate. And it looks like we have several bags per step, and it looks like there are 3 steps total. We'll get those spread out in a minute, but first let's take a look at the instructional book. Here's the front of the first sheet. And the instructions look like they're pretty easy to follow. And it even does show you the numbered bag you need to use. And it does have the outline of the parts that you are building in red. So already starting off to a good start with this set. All right, those are the instruction books or sheets. Let's go ahead and get this spread out and take a look at it. All right, so here are our parts. And we do have 9 bags. And something I've never seen before is the way these bags are numbered. You've got these smaller bags as bags 1 and 2, and the larger bag as the 3rd bag. Normally you see a set and they've got the largest bag as the 1st bag. Not that it matters. And as I said, we do have 3 sheets of instructions and our stickers. Yep, this is going to be a fun build. All right, friends, these are the parts. Let's get them snapped together and make space tracks so we can do a quick review of the Spaceballs Nubee Eagle 5. Are you ready? Ludicrous speed. Go! All right, so step 1 is complete. And you can see that it's given us pretty much the base for this Winnebago build. Got a little bit of these sidewalls built up. We've got the cockpit put in with a non-detailed dashboard. Would have been nice to have some stickers there, but you can't really see it anyway. We've got the wheels all put on and the beginning of a kitchen. And we do have space here on the bumper for a bumper sticker that's missing. And those two studs are the only thing holding it on, so it keeps falling off. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But it's looking pretty good for a start. And these pieces here, these are what were left over from step 1. So on to step 2. Step 2 is complete, and you can see we've got our door built along with the walls and the front end looking really good. A couple of details up on the roof. Really nice. And we've kind of filled out the interior a little bit. There's a toilet here. Someone forgot to flush. And then we've got the kitchen table there. Walls on this side, a little bit of exterior detail. It's just a shame we couldn't have the Winnebago W along the side, but you know, that all has to do with licensing and marketing. These pieces here are all that we had left from step 2. So let's go ahead and head into our final step. Well, folks, that's the build, and I love this thing. Let's take a closer look at the Nubee-Eagle 5 Flying Winnebago. This set really impressed me. It's really solid, and other than one piece on the back that I'll get to, nothing's fallen off of this bad boy. Now you can look here at the front. We do have a pretty detailed grille along with the Eagle 5 license plate. I'm still so happy about that. I was prepared to have to cut some of the brown paper and cover the one because I think the one I saw had a sticker that said Eagle 51. All right, up on top we do have some kind of like ice chest or some kind of component right there, along with what I'm assuming is like a scanner or the infrared scanner that they have. We've got a cool build for the side mirrors right there. You can see we've got some vents down on the side, AC units up top, and these wings were really impressive. The way the building technique went together to put, really impressed with it. Like I said, really solid. A lot of people, there are several versions of this out on the market, and a lot of people have had trouble with the wings staying on, threatening to glue them. But no, these wings, they snapped on pretty good, and I mean, they are solid. That you can swoosh this thing around and fly it around like a toy, and that the wings won't fall off. The only thing that might fall off is this ridiculous bumper right here, because this bumper is only held on by 2 snot bricks. And you can see it right there. I really think I may glue this so it doesn't fall off, but I haven't decided yet. It's just that every time you pick it up to move it, that falls off because you're grabbing it by the bumper. And the only thing missing on this is the little bumper sticker that goes here. I wish that they had made that bumper sticker. That would have been great. I know there are some sets out there, more expensive sets probably, that do come with the sticker. But yeah, once again, big thank you to TJ and Nicole for donating this to the channel so that I could build for you guys. Really cool looking set. And these hinges are here because you can pull the roof up and look inside. And the door also opens with an interesting little build mechanism. So if you pull it like this, you can pull it open like that. It really isn't very accessible. It's kind of just a feature to show you that the door opens, because then it just kind of folds back in. It's a little tricky, but it goes right back in like that. And that was done with some interesting little hinge elements inside made of droid arms. The door handle is a pistol. And then looking at the bottom of the ship, you can see that there is our structure. Really, really cool. But like I said, you can fly it around, make it do space tracks and turn around, and pieces are not going to fall off. And then up here on top, like I said, the top doesn't open that much, but it opens enough for you to see some of the detail inside. There's the kitchen. There's the toilet, which cracks me up because it's got a turd in it. And then the front seats. And then you can almost make out a table and chair right there. We don't have Barf's dog bowl. I thought about maybe finding an element to put in there. I think I will, along with an extra little bone that my daughter gave me from one of her friend's sets, so that I can make Barf's food bowl. But yeah, awesome little set. I have really no complaints other than that rear bumper falling off and the missing one sticker there. No, man, I think this is a really great set, and I'm very grateful to TJ and Nicole for giving me this set. When I was a kid, ever since I saw Dark Helmet playing with his dolls, I hoped that they would have action figures. And now with the announcement of Spaceballs 2 coming out, I think next year, hopefully they can put out some kind of merchandise. But for now, I'll be happy with Spaceballs, the building set. All right, friends, that's going to do it for this build and review of the Nubee-Eagle 5 Spaceballs the Building set. I hope you enjoyed this build and review, and if you did, do me a favor and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and drop a comment down below. Did you ever watch Spaceballs? My friend and I, David McVeigh, we saw that movie at least 8 times, paid full price for it in the theater when we were kids. Cracked us up every time. I went ahead and did detail the interior a little bit. I went ahead and put a fire hydrant in the restroom for Barf, since he is a Mog, and left some bones thrown around and some dishes in the sink because, Lone Star and Barf were not the cleanest bachelors in the world. But yeah, if you want to pick up your own set, I'll go ahead and drop an Amazon link down in the bottom description so you can pick one up. The affiliate link helps out to try and give us a little kickback so we can keep buying sets to review. So if you would use the link to purchase, if you're going to purchase, it would be greatly appreciated. I've also got all my other affiliate links for the other companies that I also represent down there in case you want to browse through what they've got available. Lots of great deals and discounts. So until next time, take care of yourselves. And remember, when life starts getting you down, just take it brick by brick. See ya.